found that the first condition to moving towards any type of progress is to know thyself. Amen? Mm-hmm. Now, some of you may already be saying, oh, I know who I am. I think that's wonderful. Now, some of you think that you really know who you are. Mm-hmm. But honestly speaking, you have absolutely no clue.
Wow. That's it.
Have you really taken a look at the man and or woman in the mirror? Michael Jackson put it this way: I'm starting with the man in the mirror. So who is that person staring back at you? What is it that you think you really know of yourself? But the truth really be told, in your time of truly getting to know you, it is revealed to you that is totally the opposite of what your mind has been thinking this entire time. Mm-hmm. In other words, you think I am X, Y, Z when it's really Z, Y, X.
I hear you.
Do you know what your real weakness is? What is weakness? What makes you weak in the knees? You know what I'm talking about. The thing that causes your knees to buckle.
Come on now.
Because some of y'all looking at me crazy.
Come on now.
You know what causes your knees to...
It's in the house. Come on.
You know, you can be... And your knees just get to trembling.
Come on.
It's a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
It is a weakness. What is your weakness? Let me put it another way. Because all of us haven't been saved all our lives.
Amen. All right.
Okay? And even being saved right now, we still aren't there. Nobody has arrived. Amen? So SWV terms, sisters with voices, in their terms, time after time, I've tried to fight it. So what is it? What does it represent? It represents your weakness.
Yes, sir.
The name of that song is Weak.
Help yourself.
It was a hit song, Weak. Amen?
Amen.
So Bishop, let me talk to you. Because you ain't gave me an amen, a hallelujah, or nothing.
All right.
I know. I'm going to have to introduce it to you. Okay? So, I'm not talking about, for some of us, because some things, just... But I'm talking about this thing that's not a surface matter. This weakness is not a surface matter. It's not the first thing that just pops up in your mind.
Help him, Lord.
Okay? That's just surface matter. Okay? And if I'm wrong, I'll deal with it, but that's not nothing that's challenging to God. Amen. That surface stuff, God ain't even studying that. But I'm talking about that stuff that hands you down in the 12 feet deep end of the pool.
I hear you.
Not the 3 feet. Not the stuff that comes up to your ankle. Amen.
Come on, teach.
So, in that, I was fascinated when God says, I'm not talking about that surface stuff, because that's not challenging to you. But if you read over in Psalms 39, verse number 12, you will see that there was a plea to God. Mm-hmm. There was a plea to God. Please don't ignore my tears. And then there's a major struggle that's going down on the inside. It's the weakness in the pit of your soul. Mm. It's that weakness, it's that struggle that makes you plead, that makes you cry out, God, hear my cry. Mm. Can you even hear me, Lord? Travailing. I'm calling out, don't leave me, Lord. This weakness
makes you cry.
Makes me cry. Wow. God, what is it?
Yes.
It's this weakness. God, you know I'm weak.
I hear hear you.
But I want to please you, God.
I hear you.
I'm weak and I just want to please you, God. Lord, help me to smile in my weakness.
Yes. That's it.
It's not a matter of just, getting in the pool with a life jacket and enjoying the water. But this is a weakness that says, Lord, even though I have on this life jacket, because when you go swimming, or if you can't swim and you go to the beach and you tell the lifeguard, they give you a little life jacket to put on so that you can float.
Yes.
For some, that's great. They go on out there and they do what they gotta do. But for someone like me that doesn't know how to swim just yet, you gave me this life coat, but I'm still not feeling safe. And I'm still not feeling secure. So God, I need your help. If I don't have your help, I'm going to sink. And I'm not trying to sink in the deep. So, versus me being swallowed up in all my weakness, I still refuse to go down without a fight. Amen? They say when you go down into the water, if you kick, you're going to come straight back up. Amen? Okay. When you go down in the water, my niece does not know how to swim. But she ran and she leaped into the deep end of the water. Okay. My sister was frantic. My niece just did it. She just jumped in, no experience, no nothing. But when she kicked, she started floating to the top. Amen? Sometimes we got to kick obstacles. We got to kick our ways past the weaknesses that are taking our minds. We got to kick, y'all. We got to fight back. Amen? You got to fight back. Trust me. I have been dealing in weakness, and sometimes this weakness just makes you want to get a bucket and just hurl. It just makes you want to hurl. It just makes you want to vomit. This weakness makes you want to say to hell with it. I'm just tired. Excuse my French, but I'm just being real. Forget it. I'm tired. I don't want to do this no more. This weakness makes you want to just throw in the towel. And I know that some of these sayings are things that you all have heard, but guess what? It's just a reminder. Amen. It's a reminder. Because, yes, we are fighting a war. And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It is not easy. This weakness that slaps you right in the middle of your face of what is supposed to be your alone time with God. This weakness that has shown up on your very doorstep. Y'all don't have any type of weaknesses?
Yes, we do.
That show up on your doorstep? And or that have shown up on your doorstep?
Or send a text, or
that hit you up on your phone,
or hit you up on Facebook,
or hit you up on Facebook, or hit you up on Instagram, or hit you up on Twitter, or just hit you up on MySpace. Those weaknesses, they're at your doorstep. That's your door. Your phone is your doorstep, because we spend more time on our phone than we do in the Word. We spend more time on our phone than we do in prayer. We spend more time on our phone than we do on this. We spend more time on the phone than we do on that. And though the Word of God may be inside of your phone, it is not the inside of your phone that you're spending time with to get to know God, but you are spending time on your phone doing weakness things. This weakness is the weakness that walks right past the pew that you are sitting on during Sunday morning worship service. This weakness that makes you want to be a first G or a first lady so bad. This weakness. Okay, God got me right together in the midst of me doing this.
Blessed Jesus. Thank you, God. Come on.
This weakness that sits right beside you in worship service. Let me help you out. This man that sits right beside you in worship service that you've been attracted to for 2 years, that you want a piece of, that's your weakness. This woman that sits beside you on your pew that you've wanted to get a piece of for 2 years, that's your weakness.
Amen.
This weakness that you think you just can't live without.
Yes, sir.
This weakness that you think nobody else knows.
Lord help us.
Amen?
Amen.
But in some cases, it's just a weakness that only you and God know about. This weakness.
Come on.
Do you know your weakness?
Come on.
Amen?
Amen. Know your greatness.
Now, I was told that confession, well, actually I heard it in the song, confession is good for the soul.
Yes.
Okay? So if it's good, you know, let me help some of us out right now. FYI, just a reminder, because I know everybody in the house knows this. But if you can't confess that in which you are dealing with, how is it that you face it? If you can't confess that in which you are dealing with, how do you face it? Just this past Friday night, in service, and I've been in service ever since Friday, the man of God said these words: God causes resurrection of things in your life so that it can die the right way.
I felt that right there. I felt that right there. I felt that right there.